maybe I might get you on the kombucha train.
No, I don't think so.
This is my best friend Pam, which most people will probably wonder why I'm saying best friend, because there's obviously a huge age difference in us, but we believe that we were both born in the wrong generation on either side.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike when it comes to our relationship. Our little guest person here is River, because he wants to eat food, so if there's food around, River is around. One of the main things that Pam and I are always on the same page with is food. And most of the time it's not always the healthiest, because, you know, comfort food is not always on, you know, the most natural ingredients, and it's normally sugar and cake and cookies, and that's what we're both really good at, is desserts, especially her. Her cupcakes are to die for. Ask every one of my siblings. And we actually had a sugar cookie cook-off.
Yeah, and you won.
I won. Barely, but none of my family voted for me, which I don't know how I won still, because that's 14 people. I'm pretty sure only 2 of my family members voted for my cookie. That's not even right.
Well, one person voted for me and then said, "I'm sorry, Hannah."
Yeah, it's like, just don't even put that. It's like, obviously you don't love me. This is the introduction intro. We're definitely gonna try and do this once a week, because we always talk about food and we talk about really good stuff too.
We always eat.
Oh, yeah, there's always food involved, and there's always talking. It's with the world or with our children.
Mostly Jesus. Jesus talk.
We're just gonna clean this up later. Yeah, it's fine. The Instapot, I swear by it, and the reason why I swear by it is because of her. I was very afraid of the Instapot for the first year that I had it, and it stayed on my top of my refrigerator because I did not know how to use it, and I heard horror stories about it, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that. But Pam came and saw my Instapot collecting dust, and she was like, "What are you doing? You need this in your life." I'm like, "Well, I can just use crock pot."
No. They're not even in the same category.
Well, I know, but every time I tell someone use an Instapot, they're like, "Crock pot, I have a crock pot. I just do stuff in the crock pot."
Well, I've never been a crock pot person. Never. Instapot is like, I don't know, it's just amazing. You can put it on, you can walk away, you can do eggs, and people go, "Well, it's faster on the stove." Yes, but if you walk away and forget and do 90 things like I do at a time, then you're gonna boil your pot dry on the stove. And I left my eggs for an hour and 22 minutes one time.
You left which eggs? Like the boiled eggs?
My boiled eggs in there, you're supposed to let, 5 minutes and then let them set 5 minutes and put them in ice water. Well, I kind of forgot. And so it was.
For an hour?
But look what would happen if that would have been on the stove.
That's true. Yeah.
We would have been in.
You wouldn't have had a house anymore.
Yeah. And we'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh, that would be the first fire.
We'll talk about that later.
That's why Instapots are a lot better, because they're not going to set fire to your kitchen.
It just goes to warm.
Honestly, I cannot tell you. I'm really embarrassed about this, but there have been so many times in the past 4 months that I have gone over, turned the burner on to make him some scrambled eggs, and completely forgot that I turned the burner on, and there's nothing in the skillet. I literally turned it on, and I went outside to go take the trash out. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. I'm pretty sure I just forgot something that would turn into a disaster.
Pretty much almost everything I cook, if I can't do it in Instapot, we'll do another recipe, because I'm not gonna
Yeah, you're just like, "Oh, I can't make this in this spot, so we're gonna have sandwiches for lunch."
Well, and
for dinner.
I don't have air conditioning in our house. We have little window units, so it gets hot.
Well,
are you having fun, River?
Yes, he is.
We don't have a babysitter tonight. Daddy's gone, so River is helping us.
We're just going with the flow here. Okay, hey, I'm gonna feed you. What we're gonna talk about today is basically kind of talking about transformation when it comes to like food, and we know that like. One of the things, the reason why I call myself the crunchy, I'm a young crunchy person. Crunchy is another word for all natural, off the grid, not your norm.
I always say, is that crap food? Yeah. That's what I always say, don't I?
Yes.
Are these those crap food?
Because it's really hilarious that you say that it's crap food, because there's no crap in it.
Are these crap brownies?
Or no crap brownies?
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. I do that a lot.
Yeah. So what we have in front of us right now, we have chicken thigh that I put in the Instapot for 25 minutes. And all you do is I just put liquid smoke, liquid aminos, and that is actually a way better version of soy sauce. It has so much more flavor. It's actually a lot better for your digestive system. Then I put that, and then I also put like a garlic seasoning, which is just like garlic and onion, and then salt and pepper, of course. I'm eating chicken spaghetti because that's good. But all I did was I made all of this stuff in the Instapot except for the noodles, of course. The noodles I made earlier for lunch and I just set aside, and then...
But you can do the noodles in this spot. You know how you do it?
How?
You do not pressure it. People do that. They pressurize the deals, but you put it on saute.
Oh.
And you put your water in there with your noodles, and it
Oh.
cooks them. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to use the
Stove at all?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
new things I'm learning.
Yeah, so then you just take them out and drain them. Now some people do Instapot spaghetti, but I don't like it because I don't like my pasta mixed together.
Okay. Oh my gosh, she has such weird little things. Like I was shredding the chicken or chopping it up with scissors. What did you say? You're
I
like,
don't know. You said, is that okay? And I said, well, not really. I don't like it shredded.
No, you said I don't eat shredded chicken. That's what you said.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yes. Great, you could have told me that before I shredded all the chicken.
Well, I didn't know you were going to grab the scissors.
You were watching me do it.
It was fine because she didn't get carried away. So.
No, because I didn't want. I don't like shredded chicken. I like just the pieces to be a little bit smaller than whole.
I hate it when people do it with a mixer because it's long, stringy.
Chicken's not supposed to be like.
Yeah.
I also made queso. You can make queso in an Instapot. That took only 5 minutes, and I made it actually yesterday for a party, and I had a bunch left over. I used cream cheese, cheddar cheese, pepperjack cheese, heavy cream, half and half, and then seasonings like salt and pepper and garlic. The cream cheese kind of tries to be a little bit clumpy, and so I just take a hand blender and blend it all up. So since I had left over, I just decided to use it for my noodles. So you can make chicken spaghetti super easy, and I just put the queso on it because it's just like a cheese sauce. I make it just like a cheese sauce. I also
But you make awesome cheese sauce. It's not Melt the Velveeta.
No, it's not plastic. Sorry, Velveeta. It's also gluten-free too. And now Pam, she normally would be eating chicken spaghetti with me. But
Yes, I would. The reason I'm changing my diet is Michael, my husband, he will be 64 on the 9th of September. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay, Pam.
He's a diabetic. He doesn't eat right. And I lost my mom at 65. She was 65 years old, not even a month. And we lost her. And I want to be around for my grandkids. I'm 57 years old. And I could see my pattern falling down to exactly where she was. And I decided all my life I have lived to eat, and now I eat to live. So changing. And he's not on board with all this yet.
Someone who cooks as good as Pam, if you start making stuff that's healthy and not adding sugar and flour to stuff, then you kind of wonder if the world is about to be turned upside down.
We ate spaghetti the other night. Well, I ate my spaghetti on cut up squash with onion, and he ate his normal. And he just like, what are you doing? I mean, mine like this. He's gonna see a difference.
Yeah.
But today when we went out and ate, they were having all you can eat fried catfish, and they had the best catfish.
Yes, yeah, this place that we live by has, it's a crime to do that to people when you make good catfish and then you have a all-you-can-eat catfish. That's just not right.
Oh, it is so good. Oh, I said, yeah, I'm gonna eat the catfish, and Michael goes, that's what I'm eating, to the little waiter. And I go, no, I can't have the catfish. And he's like, oh, why? So I said, no, I can't. I want the grilled chicken with the onions, mushrooms, and then it had grated cheese on it. And I ate asparagus and a squash, grilled squash. And I sat there and I watched him eat fried catfish, corn nuggets, which are my favorite.
Oh my gosh. And you know you're practicing self-control when he sits there and eats exactly what you love eating all the time.
And then he had fried okra.
Oh gosh.
I just sat there and I just looked at my plate and I'm going, you know, this is so good. Okay, real life cake 2.
We love River dearly. I love him so much, but this is gonna be a little bit easier without noodles flying everywhere.
He went to bed.
Yes, he went night-night. One of the things we love to do together is that how we treat each other is to give each other a...
Route 44 cherry vanilla
Yeah,
Dr. Pepper.
she gets a Route 44. I can't drink that or I will...
Well, I won't know more. Cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper
all
is
the
our
time.
thing.
Yeah, and she, if I don't have a Dr. Pepper for her...
Oh, easy ice.
And easy, yes, our order at Sonic, I'm pretty sure they know us by name now. Every time we order, we use that little app thing, and so we can always get it half off. If you don't have the Sonic app, if you love Sonic, then you need to get the app so that you can just love life and have half off drinks all the time. So she showed up last week and I said, hey, I have a Dr. Pepper for you. And she was like, I'm not drinking Dr. Pepper anymore. I'm like, what happened? What is wrong with you, Pam? The fact that it's a big deal. The fact that she is not eating any noodles on her plate. I mean, talk about transformation. So.
And the other thing about, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, is sugar.
Yeah.
My sugar substitute, that's my biggest thing. Everybody says, well, just have Diet Coke. I can't do any of that.
You can't really do stevia because it gives you a headache and then erythritol, I can't do erythritol because it gives me a headache too.
I can't.
Saccharin, what were you trying?
Saccharin, it's old.
I thought you were about to say saccharin blood. It's like a French word or something.
Oh, I'm just trying to be fancy.
I was like, what is that?
No, saccharin is an old thing. It's gross.
Mm-hmm. Since she's eliminated sugar though, just altogether, since we were having that sparkling water with juice, it actually was sweet to her, which all the other times that I've given it to her, because I didn't drink Dr. Pepper all the time.
No,
it was my thing to do with you.
I used to drink 2 to 3 liters a day.
Holy.
Way back a few years ago. And one night I went cold turkey. I drove to Love's from Custer, drove to Love's in the middle of the night to have a Dr. Pepper.
Oh gosh. Yikes,
it's like a drug.
Yeah, it's addicting. If you get to where it's like your thing that you have to have all the time.
Look how many calories a 3 liter.
Oh gosh. Oh. Yeah, just a can. I mean,
yeah, she just about lost it. You're going, what? Because we hadn't talked about it yet. That I made this decision.
Yeah, because you kind of just like made a mental and a kind of a spiritual decision. Because that's what I feel like people have to get to. If you're trying to come off of something that's addicting to your lifestyle, whatever it may be, either TV, electronics, social media, food is like one of the #1 addictive things that people have that they don't realize that they have. You can diet as much as you want and you can say, okay, I'm just not gonna eat sugar, or I'm just not gonna eat gluten, or I'm just not gonna drink pop. You can do that all day, but until you make a mental, emotional decision,
that's right,
then it's not gonna click and it's not gonna be easy to do.
Because we did a keto thing back, well, it was almost a year ago, because Michael had his back surgery and he had to get his A1C down. And we did it and I felt so much better because I did it right along with him.
Yeah, because it was more of a force thing then.
And he had to get his A1C down or he couldn't have his back surgery. I wanted to keep doing it, but he didn't.
People lead by example too.
Yeah.
So you live with them, so you can see how much better you feel.
Because I told him, I said, we're not buying no more of that stuff. No more Cheetos, no more stuff. Well, he goes to the grocery store when I'm not there.
He came to our house this morning and I said, so do you want something to eat? And he's like, oh, I already had breakfast. I had a Suzy Q for breakfast. And I was like,
no, he had 2.
Oh.
I checked the box.
Oh, gosh. You know he's going to say something.
I know.
Michael, Pam knows your secret. So she's eating nut thins, the gluten-free, low-carb. They're just made out of like almond flour and nut flours and stuff. She can have you can't have a ton of them because just because you're cutting carbs or cutting sugar doesn't mean you can just overload on the things that doesn't have very much on it.
But it's a little crunch and you feel like you're
cheating. Feel like you're cheating, but you're not. She's having a sweet potato, which we made the sweet potatoes in the Instapot, and that was 10 minutes.
Yes.
And
we took out our chicken.
yes, so we took out the chicken out of the Instapot, and then we put the sweet potatoes in there and just put in the juice. We didn't have to season them at all. Did they need any seasoning?
We cut a sweet potato up in 3 pieces, put it in the bottom, and then turned it on. It needs to be 10 minutes, and then we quick released. It's good. I didn't put nothing on it.
Yeah, and
It's good. And in the juice, you can make rice. Well, I guess I can't have rice anymore, but you can do rice.
quinoa.
That's kind of weird.
Baby
But
steps.
I'm gonna get used to it.
Baby steps.
You can't like jump off the diving board yet.
This is very exciting for me because I have been trying to get her on these drinks, the sparkling water. Because whenever I gave it to her the first time, she was like, "You need some sugar in that." So you're like, "Where's the sugar?"
I'm like going, oh my gosh, I cannot do that. And I drank a couple of sips without. I said, this just needs a little bit of juice, and she goes, oh, I've got some.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
Because
And
that's
it's
what I
like,
normally drink.
okay,
Maybe I might get you on the kombucha train.
no, I don't think so. It might be a year from now.
A year from now, oh my gosh, little faith there. That's the segment this is the episode for this week, I guess. I don't know. And
Yeah, because we have a baby crying in the background. So join us again.
And on our other episodes that we have, we're gonna try to have guest people on here for just different real life things, either adoption or just any kind of.
A new book release.
A new
Oh, do you know somebody that just had a book release?
Yes, I do. Do you?
Yeah, I
And it's gonna make this really fun because we have a huge friend circle.
do. Well, we're a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're super cool.
We are.
Whenever I told her we needed to do something like this because we talk and laugh all the time, and she said we should totally do that because we need to do it together because we're really funny together. Okay.
We are fun. Nobody else gets our humor.
Because normal people eat and film themselves.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. But we'll get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. So stay tuned for more really cool, quirky, crunchy, everything, all the above.
And no
videos.
crap recipes.
And no crap recipes. we'll maybe throw in some other things in there like cakes.
Well, your no crap chocolate cake is really good.
She still calls it no crap cake. It's not called that, but
well,
it's a chocolate. It's like
everything free.
Yeah, you can see how enthused she is to talk about that. But we can have other desserts that are really yummy, but are super healthy for you at the same time. So that's why we called it Real Talk, Real Food. Just any kind of real life thing that we feel like we want to talk about, and we'll probably have different people here with us to do it.
I think it'd be fun.
I think
Because
it
we're a lot of fun.
Again, yes we are.